Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your bi-weekly Oracle Quickie. If you'd like something more in depth, because this will be all Oracle, while it does get nitty-gritty, you can go and find your other November readings on my channel. This is for Sun, Moon and Rising, and it goes without saying that this is a general read, so if the energy does not flow or align with you, it may be coming, it may have happened in the past, or it may not be your message. That's fine. Flick off, find another reader. There are millions of them on YouTube. We're a great community. If it does resonate, hit that like button. Let the universe know that you are cementing this message. And if you are new, please subscribe. Okay, with that being said, this is a type of you versus them energy. This can be, it's basically any external energy you're dealing with. So it could be work, home, relationships, you name it. Put the energy where it goes and reverse the characters if you need to. Okay, so, oh, no, shuffling. Shuffling first. I got a bit carried away with that. Sagittarius. And I said this in your November reading. This is the last month of Jupiter being in Sagittarius. So you may feel a little disruption in your life at the moment. It's Jupiter pushing you in the right direction for the last of your blessings to align with the last of your blessings, or even if you're not seeing them now, the universe will be aligning you to them. Okay, you are coming up as the frog and the turtle. That is just beautiful. And your person is the beetle and the kingfisher. Okay, Sagittarius. First off, we have healing and longevity. Like, this has been a long road for you. 2019 has been a long year. You have been going through tower moments that have felt almost impossible. And you've also found yourself feeling quite hopeless at times. Like, will things get better? Spirit's telling me that this was just bringing you in to your purpose and what you wished for. Sometimes that can take a little deconstruction to rebuild the life that you want and the life that you agreed to when you came here. With the turtle, I see it's not just been long, it's been slow movements, small blessings. But Spirit's saying focus your perception on the actual blessings and pat yourself on the back for how hard it's been and how much you pushed through to get there. Now, with your person, I'm seeing that they're sort of, you feel like your luck lies with them at times. You feel like when you're with them, that's when you feel at your that the most, you feel like yourself the most when you're with them. This person's very important to you, and I feel like that they give you a gift that you can't access when they're not around. Now, the kingfisher, I know when the male kingfisher is mating, he brings along a fish for the female kingfisher, and if she accepts the fish, then that's a sign that they're going to get it on, and if she doesn't accept the fish, then he moves on to the next kingfisher. I'm wondering if you have been holding back your blessings in a way out of fear and not accepting the fish that your kingfisher has been giving you, or for others he may have turned up empty-handed and you're waiting for your fish before you can bring this situation any further. Okay, so looking at the animal cards, we have air signs. So you may be dealing with a Gemini, Aquarius, or a Libra. We have fire signs, which could be you, or you could be dealing with another fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. We also have water. It's testing me now. Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. And then we have spirit, which is, I feel like that's you, Sagittarius. While you are a fire sign, I feel like you're deeply connected to your soul and to the ether. Now we're going to put your person aside for the moment, and we're going to look at you. Okay, okay, Sagittarius. What do we have? This is interesting, very interesting. Okay, so first off we have adjacent possibilities. This is Jupiter. This is Jupiter bringing in possibility. This is 24 that breaks down to a 6. And 6 for me, numerologically, promise I'm not drunk. It says it's the coming out of the change. It's the step you take after that number 5 transformation, and you've transformed. Which way are you going to go? I feel like you're sort of almost holding yourself back from taking action. You're in such a different place than you were a year ago that you're almost scared to take a step, because it's like everything's changed and you don't know what to do anymore. I feel like a lot of consequences of your actions have come up lately, and you feel like in the past you'd made choices that didn't turn out right, and you're carrying a lot of weight around because of that. You've almost lost that thrill-seeker nature of yours, and you've got very careful. But that was kind of one of your best qualities, and Spirit's saying anything you learned during that time was meant to be there, and it was meant to be on your path, and it's time to let go of the guilt and the hurt you were feeling during that because of the consequences of those actions. And I feel like you're carrying pain because you feel like some of your choices may have affected other people's lives and their existence, and you're carrying the weight of everyone and everything on your shoulders, is what Spirit's telling me. This Buddha nature's here because it's saying let it go and flow, that you don't have to beat yourself up anymore. Everybody makes mistakes, and they're part of life, and they're part of learning, and they're part of being human, which is what you came here to be. Sacred Mountain, you feel like no matter how far you climb up the mountain, that it's like it grows. You're halfway up it, and you look down, and you found your footing, and you think, all right, just half a mountain more, and then you look back up in the next second, and it's tripled in size. I feel like that could be because you're taking on other people's hurts and their emotions and everything like that. So every time you release some of your pain, you build it back up with someone else's. This is where boundaries have come in. You don't have to hold everybody's pain anymore. You're being protected. The Guardian is here to say you don't have to be fearful of your choices, that you're being protected. This is so beautiful. Right after I said that, the next card is happy, happy. Look at her. This is your true essence, Sagittarius. You are a cheerleader. You rock it. You are so positive and beautiful and cheery, and people look forward to being around you. You need to find that essence again and not be scared. Don't be afraid to tell people no. Don't be afraid to tell people this isn't for you, and don't be fearful of doing things that aren't for you. Like if you're thinking, I really want to do this, but I can't because of X, Y, and Z. And if you're making all these excuses for yourself, take chances. Mistakes are there to teach us, and you're not going to be forever punished because you decided to live your life again. It's time, Sagittarius, is what Spirit's telling me. It's time for you to live your life again, but only from the place of your true essence, only in this happy, happy. Take risks again, Spirit's saying. It's been so long since you took a risk because you've been so worried about what might happen that it's almost like you've become still. Now let's have a look at what's going on with the external energy around you. Okay, so your person's learning who you are. Okay, you might have a group of people around you who have in the past been very jealous about your sort of happy-go-lucky nature, and how you never let things get you down, and it almost pushed them to the point of being so jealous that they wanted to, that they just picked at you. They wanted to see you fall. They wanted to see your demise because they couldn't see you suffering because of your happy-go-lucky nature. So they just sort of pushed and pushed to the point where you felt like you were going to break. There is a contract in reverse here. I feel like this is to do with your person. I feel like this is definitely a soulmate. And I feel like they may have done things in the past that they weren't contracted to do. They may have treated you in ways that they didn't agree to before they come, but when they got here, they sort of got tore down by life and what's going on around them, and it made them act in ways that didn't feed your soul and didn't represent how they actually love you. But what I'm seeing is they are very grateful for you, and they're grateful for you for sticking by them, is what I'm hearing. So this person, you may not be with them, or you may be, that depends, but they're grateful for you not completely turning your back on them when they weren't themselves, is what I'm hearing. This never-ending story, along with the soul contract, tells me that the relationship you have with this person or people it's across many lifetimes. There was many lessons learned with this person, and the connection and the bond is very strong, even if it's faltering at the moment. Which is why you might lean so heavily on them, and why you might feel like only a piece of you comes to life when you're with them, because they actually have a piece of you. They have memories and your heart and all those type of things from many lifetimes over. To be fair, this person hasn't been fair to you in the past, and they're realizing it now. They put too much on you to carry them for so long because you were such a cheerleader. She's got so many hands here and she's juggling all of it. And they're realizing now that they weren't fair, and they want to make up for that. But you're unsure. You're not sure whether you should take their fish anymore, because in the past they've turned up empty-handed. Eternity. If this lesson is what I'm hearing, and this might not be for all of you, so please only take this if this resonates, but this connection will continue life after life, moving forward as well. Now, the amethyst wings. This tells me that you connect with this person through every chakra. Like, you feel them on every level. You speak to them telepathically. You can feel when their heart breaks. Like, it's all of it, moving right up through till it gets to the top chakra, and you connect in the 5D as well. Like, this connection is, I almost feel like it's above the twin connection. Speaking of twin connections, I do have a twin flame reading, if I haven't mentioned that already, on my channel for November, and there'll be another one uploaded in a day or two. They're weekly reads. I almost feel like this is above that connection. I feel like, and I hope this isn't too woo-woo for you, but I feel like this is past Earth. You know what I mean? Like, this has happened on this connection's happened on other planets. It's so beautiful and so deep, but I feel like it's almost been corrupted by the human in us, you know, and that's part of this journey, is learning to love the human in us and learning to be strong when those human experiences, trauma, all those type of things take over. And I think that's what's really tested this relationship in this lifetime, is the aspects of being human, and the people around us who have put us through situations. So you're also learning about them. I don't know if you can see this, but that little kid, how he's looking at a ladybug. This is you learning your ladybug, and your ladybug observing you right back. This is such a beautiful reading. Like, I almost feel like crying. This connection is so beautiful. But, and it reminds me of this saying I saw once. It's, I love you so. Our souls love each other so much, but our humans keep getting in the way, is what I'm hearing. And I feel, I'm feeling teary. I feel the pain of your soul reaching out to this person and not feeling that connection, or um, that sort of heart-wrenching feeling when you have to separate, or be away from each other. It's so strong and so beautiful, and I'm going to pull some advice cards for the overall reading, because this is just a quickie, but it's getting on in time. I kind of want to keep going with this. It's so beautiful. So let's pull some advice cards. Okay, forgiving and learning, finances and career, and that's another part of being human, is those aspects of trying to work, and all those stresses that come in that, I'm sure, and what Spirit's showing me is when you let all that stuff go, and you're stripped bare, and it's just you and them, everything's so perfect and so magical. But then life keeps coming in: jobs, work, stress, children, money, homes, family. And it just, as each issue comes in, it tears you further apart. And we have one more: separation. So yeah, some of you might be in separation, which is that feeling of wanting to cry that I felt, that deep, I felt like my insides were being torn apart, and you might be feeling that in regards to the separation with this person. Time apart, and she just looks so forlorn lying here, like, I just can't go on. And some of you may be going through that feeling now. Spirit's saying the reason it brought up Jupiter is that it's coming to an end, that back forth's coming to an end, and the forgiveness is coming in. And this longevity tells me that this, and the eternity, it's all telling me that this will work and it will move forward. You just have to have faith, and you have to forgive one last time. And forgive yourself, Sagittarius, and they need to forgive their self. I feel like they're holding on for dear life to the pain they've caused you as well, and vice versa. So, okay, Sagittarius, I'm going to leave it there before my little heart breaks, and I wish you all the best, and I will speak to you again in a week's time. Thank you.